guess we should probably break down the WNO card.
Yeah.
So Nicky Ryan making his return. Nicky Ryan, again, he competes once every 4 years. He's like the Olympic Games, like it's a fucking rare thing to see Nicky Ryan compete.
Yeah.
I think in his entire life, he's maybe had 12 jiu-jitsu matches, Absolutely mind-blowing. But August 10th, he faces Rene Souza. Rene Souza was on my team for the Who's Next reality show. Super cool guy. I've had a few beers with him. He is a fun guy.
Super cool guy.
Buggy choke guy, but he's a scrapper. Like, that match will definitely end in a finish. Like, doesn't have it in him to really play a super technical,
safe game.
Safe, gonna win by a small margin. Like, he's gonna go for the kill.
Yeah.
But Nicky Ryan, I mean, obviously, I helped guide that match. I favor Nicky Ryan pretty heavily in that match. But again, the one variable being Nicky Ryan competes every 4 years. So it's like you never know what you're going to get. You never know how the body's going to hold up. Obviously, in training, I do everything I can to injure him and make sure his body remains fucking bad. Because if he starts to beat me too much in the gym, then I can't talk as much shit after retire properly myself. But yeah, that's sick. Nicky Ryan versus Rene Souza. Yep. We also have Ethan against Dante Leon.
Yeah, that's going to be a scrap. 155?
155, yeah. Obviously, Ethan's coming in with a pretty big size and strength deficit here. Mm-hmm. But I believe, personally, he comes in with a pretty strong submission sort of advantage. Dante is on fire right now. But again, what was his last match against Fabricio Andre? Mm-hmm. So he submitted Fabricio Andre, shocked everyone. So he gets the Dante Leon match. That's not a title match or anything, is it?
I don't believe so, no.
But that'll be pretty exciting. Again, another match that's sick because Ethan's never really had a boring match. Yeah. Dante Leon too.
Yeah, he's another scrapper.
You want matches where both guys believe they're better, believe they can submit the other guy, and they'll go and try that. You don't want a guy that you don't believe you can submit because then you'll try to win by position or points. So I think that's a scrap. I think obviously Ethan's huge advantage there would be on the legs. Historically, Dante's had a bit of a weakness with the legs. Yeah. What's interesting about that one is they both have fucking crazy good cardio.
Yep.
So that's going to be a scrap for the full 15.
Yeah, the full 15, yeah.
Neither one of those guys is going to get tired. We also have Heisam Rita against Philippe Penna, which is a very interesting one. We break that down, obviously, experience, accomplishments. You got to go Felipe. Mm-hmm. Based on competing and training with Philippe and then training with Heisam, Heisam definitely has a strength, speed advantage. I think he does have an advantage on the feet. I think he has to be pretty strategic the way he approaches Philippe on the ground because, again, Philippe being one of the best grapplers in the world. But, yeah, obviously it's a winnable match for both of them. Heisam sticks to the game plan. He wins the match. Philippe has you have to be honest there. Given Philippe's experience, accomplishments in the sports, you'd have to imagine he has more paths to victory. Mm-hmm. But Heisam Rita is a tough guy to control and implement a game plan on. Very hard to get a hold of him.
Super athletic and shit.
Yeah, very hard to out-wrestle him. He's training with Nicky Rod every day, so, training with Nicky Rod's good because it's like you're never going to really face anyone like Nicky Rod in competition. That's about as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
But that's a sick match.
It's a sick match, okay.
Main event, Kainan Dwach, Nicholas Marigali. I believe, having competed against both of them, obviously I decisively beat Nicholas,
ADCC.
Mr. Authenticity at ADCC. Decisive. Kainan Dwach, I think I should have won that match. Obviously there was some bad calls by the referee there.
A couple penalties away from
Didn't give me enough penalties. But yeah, Kainan is a scary proposition. That is the physically strongest guy I've ever felt. So it's like, that's a fucking problem. The only problem is you never know what Kainan's going to show up. Kainan has been heel hooked by everyone but me, unfortunately. He's been heel hooked by Lachlan Giles, Tim Spriggs, Cyborg. One of those names when it comes to heel hooks is not like the other names. You know what I mean? So it's like, very disappoints me that I at least couldn't have done it one time. But the thoughts of a third match with Kainan, you know what? Unless we had some better referees that would give me the full 15 penalties I deserved, I wouldn't take that match again, Marigali is incredible, making a ton of progress. Yeah, obviously I talk shit about the guy because he's fucking, like, God forbid the work his therapist has to deal with on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, that is an interesting character, but you cannot deny he is fucking good. But I mean, the strength discrepancy in this match is crazy. It's like a discrepancy between you and Heisem Rita. You know what I mean? We're basically crossing the gender spectrum here. So Kainan, I mean, obviously Danaher is going to have a good game plan to beat Kainan, but yeah, fucking tough work. I don't know how they're going to like, I just don't see, like, if you look at it, what's Marigali's path to victory?
I mean, kind of has so much experience in no-gi compared to Mr. Authenticity, so
Kainan out-wrestles him, for sure. Like, I don't know how Marigali's going to deal with those heavy clubbing collar ties. Marigali looks great wrestling against Lovato. I don't think he's looked that good again. Like, even when I wrestled Marigali, he was more picking up singles just to look busy for the judges, but there wasn't a real strong threat.
yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Marigali's going to have to come out and just go after Kainan, put him on the back foot immediately. But once you feel that power, it's going to make you hesitate from committing. So, yeah, I mean, I really struggle to find a path to victory for Marigali. Like, I think he does get out-wrestled. He might not get past, but he will definitely be controlled from bottom. Like, maybe he wins a decision looking busier on bottom. But if he gets on top of Kainan, I think Kainan fucking sweeps him or even could potentially leg lock him. Something Kainan did well was what he did against Mateus Denise. He went saddle, crossashi, whichever way you're inclined to say it there, and he hit the knee bar, like the knee bar from crossashi, and just exploded into Denise's knee. So it's like, you're probably going to have a better chance of catching a leg lock like that on Marigali than you are of exposing a heel hook, because his team works so hard on heel hooks. So Marigali's focus will be heel hook defense. But, I mean, you got guys like Matus Sashinsky using variations of the straight ankle lock that are proven very, very successful.
Very effective for sure.
Working good as a way to counter hiding the heel, you know? So, yeah, I just don't see Marigali winning that.
Yeah, no.
Any other interesting matches on that card?
I think you were just talking about the main. I mean, we have another guy going on there, JB, with Achilles. That's going to be a great,
I forgot about that
great
one. Yeah.
match.
Yeah, we got JB. JB, one of my main training partners since we opened the gym. JB puts in the work. He's just waiting for his moment. You know, he had a really competitive match with Giancarlo.
Yeah.
Really close match. JB's real good wrestling. If I could say anything, sometimes he has a bit of like commitment issues in a match, you know, like almost a lack of self-belief. But yeah, I think this is a very winnable match for him. JB's pretty disciplined. He's got great half guard, great wrestling. He's very disciplined, plays a very safe game. Achilles Rocha is like pure chaos, scrapper. Obviously that works for him, but also caused him to make big mistakes. Like, he faced J-Rod, and J-Rod's breaking mechanics on the heel weren't perfect, and he just ate him.
Yeah.
But then he faced Stanley Rosa, hesitates to tap, completely gets his leg fucked.
Destroyed, yeah.
And no matter how young you are, no matter how many steroids you are on, you're not going to fully recover from a break that bad in this short amount of time. JB's game isn't leg locks, but again, if someone's leg's fucked up,
Yeah.
something to look for. But yeah, I imagine this is going to be a scrap where they both look to get on top, and whoever gets on top is going to have to be pretty tricky to find a way to play off bottom against the other guy. Achilles Rocha is probably going to shoot some wild takedowns. He's going to get physical like his dad. You're not going to make friends with him during the match. But yeah, very winnable match for JB here. I also wonder how Achilles' leg is going to fucking hold up. Again, Stanley Rosa, I've trained with him. I know how strong this fucking cunt is. So it's like,
scary, bro.
what he did to that kid's legs, fucking brutal.
Yeah, yeah. He's done some damage to some legs in the past as well. He's been.
Oh, yeah. I remember there was this guy, Quentin Rosenwig. He used to always call me out. It was actually pretty slick. He's got some pretty slick submissions, but I remember Stanley straight ankle locked him very quick. When I used to train with Stanley, it would be like he would straight ankle lock me, and I would like test it to the limits every day. Like, I'd be like, fucking, either he's breaking it or I'm passing. Like, we'd have this battle every fucking day. Obviously horrible for the body. I do miss training with Stanley, but yeah, like you said, he's fucking popped quite a few.
Yeah.
Popped quite a few people.
He's known for that shit for sure.
But that's August 10th. That's here in Austin. Flow grappling event. We got any other grappling events coming up?